So you want to become a research consultant? Well, that's what I did 40 years ago. That's right. And because actually back then, 40 years ago, there weren't too many businesses you could start without any money. And actually selling services like research services, was one of the few that can. Now, man, on the internet, there's so many more kind of businesses you could start without money. But you want to be a researcher consultant. So that's dear to my heart. So maybe my words will help you a little bit. Well, one thing to remember is the only thing that's important in that business or any kind of business is a customer. That's right. Now, I got an MBA. I went to get an MBA. I got a bachelor's in business and everything. And I came out and I started starting businesses and they were all failing, And then I got the Power furniture and I bought the Power business cards and I got the board of directors and the LLC and all this kind of stuff, man. And I went out of business twice doing it the way I was taught. And then that was really the best thing that happened to me in life, because then after I was failed so many times, see, I used to worry about failure so much, and so I was trying to do it like everybody else told me, but I failed. So after 2 failures, what I realized, the important thing about failing is great, because what you realize is nobody cares if you fail. I used to worry that, man, if I fail, everybody's going to point at me as I go down the street. Oh, there goes Lesko, that failure. Nobody cares. We're all so involved in our own life. We don't care what happens to you, even though we pretend we do. So that's why if you get that out of your head, then you can start trying to figure out what really works in your business. And it's different for all of us. And that's what I did. I found out that when I bought all these things and did everything everybody else told me to do, the only one who won then were the people who I bought the furniture from, or the accountants and the lawyers and all that kind of stuff. And I had nothing, just debt. And so that's why the third time I said, gosh, just customers. Don't spend money on anything except getting customers. Because just if you go out there and try to find a $50,000 grant or something like that, and you know what, man, you may be able to find it. It's going to take work, lots of work and whatever. And if you find it, maybe it'll only be for $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever. And then you have to maybe find another one, and maybe you'll never find the second one, and all that kind of stuff will happen. But see, finding a customer takes the same amount of work as finding a grant. And when you find one, then you can find another one. And it goes and goes and goes like that. See? So why spend all your time and energy and money trying to figure out something like how to get a grant? Well, you're going to do it once. And when you have a service like a research service, see, that's your time. You don't have to go and build some big Rube Goldberg machine or something to sell that. No, you're selling your time. So you don't need anything, I believe, except getting a customer. People tell you need LLCs and all that. I mean, if you want to be scared into doing that, that's fine. But I think it's stupid. Don't you stand behind you? That's the problem with the life. No, everybody wants to hide behind everybody else. And no, you're a real person. And you should stand by what you're doing in life. And that's why this liability nonsense or whatever, you probably don't have a whole lot of things to lose anyway. What the hell, and it's just a waste of time. You spent all that money. See, I don't even think you should file with the government any kind of forms, because see, it's going to take the government 3 years to find you. And by that time, you'll probably be out of business. Or if you're still in business, man, you'll pay the $50 fine. But don't screw with the IRS. That's the important thing. You pay taxes. And you get free help for doing that. See, everything I'm talking now, they'll also send you a report on the best places to start to get any kind of money and help from the federal government, state government, local government, nonprofit organizations. All that will be in the report for you to start shopping, and going through. But listen to this stuff first, because this is helpfully, I hope, to focus your mind on what you should concentrate on. There's also 1,000 things you can always do. But getting, what is the one thing that's the most important thing for you to do today? That's what you have to think about. That's what you have to do. There's always something like, I could clean the oven over there. That really needs cleaning. But it is not going to be important to your life today, is it? So you can put that off. No, but if you don't have a customer today, you're not going to eat tomorrow. So all the other bullshit about picking out, the size of your business cards or the color of your napkins. No, just go out and try to get customers. And you get that for free. Okay, where are places to do that? Well, one, if it's research, remember the government does more research than anybody else. And it's going to take you a while to figure out how to get government contracts, but you could be right on your kitchen table and get $50,000 worth of contracts doing research for the government, either prime contracts or subcontracts. And see, there's offices all around the country that get government grants to help you get a government contract. This is for small businesses. So you just have to contact one of those offices, and I'll show you where they are. You know, they're in the list there. They're who the contact. There's a local office. You make an appointment and see. They're not going to charge you any money. See, if you Google something like this, they're going to charge you thousands or at least hundreds of dollars to do anything. Yeah, that's how people stay alive. Yeah, but you don't have to do that because you know the extra, you know the stuff that they don't charge. See, but you'll never find that in Google because they're not charging. So they're not charging, they're not making money, so they can't advertise in Google. So you never find them. That's what I'm trying to do, is show people that are not advertising in Google, not spending a lot of money to get on the front page of Google. Yeah, and these people can help you for free. But you have to know they're there, you know, and that's the important thing. So, I mean, that's one thing. Okay, now, how else do you find consulting businesses? So another thing, there's so many great platforms to educate people on for free. Like you could do a YouTube channel, just get a little cheap camera. I mean, people do it with their iPhone camera and whatever, and do videos and educate people to bring in customers, you know, whatever your expertise is. So 10 ways of not to get screwed buying airplanes or something. Well, maybe that's your, you know, your expertise, or whatever your expertise is, or whatever one. And don't forget, you don't have to be perfect. Look at all that crap that's out there. What used to stop me so many times from doing things. Oh, I had to be the most perfect thing, and I don't know as much as everybody else. Doesn't matter. Nobody knows everything. Nobody knows anything, to tell you the truth. We have information that is doubling every year, every 13 months now. So nobody can keep on. Just take your heart out, you know, and tell people, here's what I'm trying to do for you. Let me help you. Or here are the best ways. And give them your best. Give it away for free. And they bring them back into customers. So you got YouTube. You got something called Udemy. Okay, Udemy, that's a place where you can put a course on. Like, okay, you take your research services, whatever you do, you do a little course, maybe for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. You set up a camera and do it, or not, or an audio, and put that for free on Udemy, and you have a product already. You could sell. People who don't want to buy you as a consultant could buy your product that shows you how to do what you do, but they could do it themselves, right? So that's a course you could do for free. And it costs you no money to do it. And see, what's neat about Udemy, that's a platform, as they call it. People are coming to Udemy looking for help all the time. So you're there. That's like being in a shopping mall. That's like being in the biggest shopping mall in the world. You know, but it costs you nothing. See, for you to put a store up in the mall, it costs you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Udemy is the biggest mall that people are coming to shop, but you're there for nothing. That's what's so cool about the internet economy. It eliminates people, you know, with the money. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Curious.com is another thing you can put your expertise on and try to sell. And then there's other websites too, just for consultants. You could sell your time, you know, over the internet, you know, and help people by the hour. And they take care of the billing, they take care of the charging, they take care of everything. And a way to give out free little samples, there's something called officehours.io. Officehours.io. Put your services on there, become available, learn. You have to get feedback from how you should sell what you have. That's the hardest thing to do. We don't know what people want or how they want it, you know. And so you know what you have, and you think you know what people, how they buy it. But I'm going to tell you the truth, at least I don't know what that is. I struggle with that every day of my life. So what you have to do is go through that struggle too. Try to find out how people could use your service. What do they think about? Not what you think about. You have to understand them. You know, that's why going to hucksters, going to people like you, other salesmen or something. No, you want to go to people who need your service. Understand them. Don't understand people that are selling you something. That's not going to help you. You have to understand your customer first. So, you know, if there's associations, you know, of customers or whatever they are who may need your stuff, that's where you should be hanging out, to try to understand what they really want. We don't even know what we want. You know, that's the thing. So you have to understand. So sort of like, here to me, I say, a good lover doesn't have to be told what to do. See, if you're a good lover, you instinctively know what to do. You don't have to be told what to do, because we don't have the language good enough to tell somebody else what we really want. So if you're good at your subject area, or you want to be a good lover, you have to intuitively know what that person needs and how they want to accept it and things like that. And that comes from investment of time. So stop spending money. Look at the sources I gave you. And get out there and fail. That's the only way you're going to win.